Germany was once the perfect model of modern football, a national team that never relied on flair or spectacle to earn the world's respect. They won through structure, precision, and discipline. But 12 years after lifting the World Cup in Rio, the story has completely changed. From world champions, Germany became a nation searching for itself. And now all hopes rest on Julian Nagelsmann, the man tasked with rebuilding the German machine before the 2026 World Cup. The question is whether he can succeed where others have failed. To understand that, we must return to the moment everything began to collapse. The 2018 World Cup was the biggest shock in modern German football history. The reigning world champions were eliminated in the group stage. It was more than a failure. It was a warning sign. The system that had once dominated world football was no longer ahead of the curve. For years, Germany built its success around collective pressing and spatial control, but the rest of the football world caught up. Some teams even surpassed them. Germany was no longer the innovator. It became a giant trapped between a glorious past and an uncertain future. The 2022 World Cup exposed the same problems once again. Germany controlled possession but struggled to create decisive advantages. They moved the ball well, but lacked penetration in the most dangerous areas. They pressed aggressively, but remained vulnerable during defensive transitions. Most importantly, they no longer intimidated opponents. This was the moment Julian Nagelsmann arrived. Unlike previous managers, he is not trying to recreate the past. He understands that German football needs a new revolution, and that revolution begins with the most talented generation Germany has produced since 2014. Jamal Musiala represents the face of modern Germany, a player capable of breaking defensive structures through technique rather than physical dominance. Florian Wirtz brings something Germany has lacked for years: creativity between the lines. But individual talent alone is not enough. The real reason for optimism lies in the way Nagelsmann is connecting these pieces together. His system is not built around pure possession. It is designed to attack vertically and exploit space as quickly as possible. When Musiala receives the ball in the half space and Wirtz operates between defensive lines, Germany becomes far more dangerous. Yet returning to the top of world football will not be easy, because the strongest rivals are improving as well. The rebirth of Germany is not just about Musiala or Wirtz. The real story lies in the tactical ecosystem Nagelsmann is building, a system flexible enough to adapt to different opponents, yet structured enough to maintain a clear identity. That is what separates Nagelsmann from many of his predecessors. He does not try to control every detail. Instead, he creates principles that allow players to solve problems on the pitch. And that suits this generation perfectly. Take Germany's build-up structure as an example. Joshua Kimmich frequently moves inside instead of staying wide. This creates a 3+2 structure that strengthens central control. But why does that matter? Because modern football is increasingly decided in central areas. The team that controls the center often controls the game, and few coaches understand that better than Nagelsmann. However, World Cups are not won through attacking systems alone. To become champions again, Germany must solve its biggest weakness: defensive transitions. This was the vulnerability Japan exploited in 2022, and it remained visible throughout recent tournaments. Whenever Germany pushes too many players forward, its rest defense becomes exposed. That is the price of proactive football, but every champion must accept a degree of risk. The real question is whether the reward is worth it, and Nagelsmann clearly believes it is. His Germany wants to dominate. It wants to press high. It wants to dictate the rhythm of matches, and most importantly, it wants to be brave. That mentality is slowly bringing belief back to German football. For the first time in years, Germany looks like a team with a clear direction. Not a perfect team, but a team moving forward And in international football, that can make all the difference. If we judge purely by squad quality, Germany has every reason to dream of another World Cup title. Jamal Musiala is approaching true world-class status. Florian Wirtz may be the most complete German playmaker since Mesut Ozil. Joshua Kimmich remains the tactical brain of the team, and Antonio Rüdiger provides leadership and experience at the back. This squad is younger, faster, and far more flexible than the one that traveled to Qatar in 2022. But World Cups have never been decided by talent alone. They are won through consistency. And that is where Germany still has questions to answer. Can they respond when facing adversity? Can they manage pressure in knockout football? Can the defense withstand the attacking power of teams like France, Spain, or Argentina? Only the World Cup can provide those answers. But one thing is already clear. The German machine is moving again. It may not be the strongest team in the world. It may still have weaknesses to solve. But for the first time in many years, German fans have reasons to believe. To believe that Musiala and Wirtz can lead a new era. To believe that Nagelsmann can complete the rebuilding process. And to believe that the 2026 World Cup could mark Germany's true return, not as a memory of the past, but as a force of the future.